I got involved in the death penalty. The simple, direct answer to that is because I got involved in the lives of poor people. And there is a direct connection. This man that I wrote letters to and he wrote back, and I wrote and he wrote back. Even in the letters, I could see, look, here is a human being. I could tell his goodness. He never asked me for anything. And I'd been warned, those death row inmates, sister, he's just interested in conning you out of a little money for cigarettes. You don't think that man's really interested in some kind of spiritual relationship with a nun, do you? And when I think that I'm with him before he's executed and an hour before he dies, all he could say to me was, thank you, Sister Helen, for loving me. And I remember walking out of the execution chamber that night. It was as clear as a tinkling bell in my mind, the awareness and the mission. Because when you witness an execution, it either paralyzes you or it galvanizes you. And when we get galvanized, that's resurrection. That's faith. That's grace. There is a man on death row in Louisiana, Dobie Williams, whom the state is going to kill on June the 18th. And I have been accompanying him for over 7 years. And now he has 9 more days to live. That's the only reason I have to leave, because I wanted to be here the whole time for the journey. I so believe in what the journey does.
God of life and of love and of compassion, may we be a sign of hope to our country that there is another way.
What we're doing here, we may see as a little trickle of water, barely discernible, going through a lot of desert. But little trickles of water have a way of growing and becoming streams and becoming torrents and becoming rivers, and that's what we're about. And I love being part of this because every now and then we really just got to do something with our bodies. We got to stand up. We got to be public. We got to just say, no, not in my name.
The death penalty is an act of tremendous despair for our society. We saw it, the whole nation saw it with Carla Faye Tucker. Is there not any alternative of what we can do as a people other than imitating the violence, freeze-framing people in the worst act of their life and imitating their violence? Isn't there any alternative of what we can do as a society? I've accompanied 4 human beings to execution, 4. To be there in this clean place. A death house is so confusing because it is so clean. We even put alcohol on the person's arm before we inject the needle to kill them. You can't get any cleaner than that with death.